Oh, oh, they came in. Just came in. That's nice. That's good. Finally they came in. I was waiting for them. Yes, but I gave me these pictures are actually decorating my house. That's so nice of them. This is so much better. Alright. So yeah, I guess it's time for me to do my daily dose of finishing this up, I guess. That's what it is today. So we all found out we was goddesses. That was the storyline. We're all goddesses. Magical powers and the ability to fly. We thought all the bad goddesses had, well, died. But it turns out there's still one bad goddess. Yeah, this guy. Found out more about this guy. His town, our town, and then why it's decorated. The paintings that I have in my room and where they actually came from. And more on season 2 of Side Stories. Yes, here and now, we end season 1. Come back to season 2 of Side Stories, where an actual story will be brewing. Kate will be back in actual skin, so will be May, and all the other guards will actually have actual skins that they will make soon. And Zach, my boy, will probably skin will be changed as well. So come back to season 2, where everything shall be changed. Stories shall be written. What will the goddesses encounter next? We'll find out on season 2, where we have Andy, Lee. We have Andy, Lee, Anne, Kate, and Raven, Michelle, and Rose, who are put together. And, of course, your number one person, me, the Fox Girl, whose name is Lizzie. Lizzie? Lizzie. I think it's Lizzie. Yeah, it's Lizzie. I'm pretty sure my name is Lizzie. So find out more about us, these houses, the pictures, and more about Side Stories. Come back to Side Stories Season 2, coming out as soon as I tell my friend to write it for me. Because these people and more shall come back, and houses shall be added. Maybe more villagers. Find out in Season 2. For now, look at these beautiful pictures as I walk up my stairs. Find out if the light one, the nature one, fire one, or life one, earth one, dark, death one, fire, darkness, and of course, flower one, madness one, love, lightning, water, sky, sadness, and ghost. Find out if those goddesses come will. Yes, season 2, more goddesses? Maybe. Who knows? Find out in season 2 to find out what happens. Go see me at season 2. I'll see you there. I'll definitely see you though, right? Come visit me at season 2. Please. I loved you in season 1. So come back for season 2. Please. I would actually cry if you don't. Hey, this is Pika Plays, by the way, just letting y'all know. And yes, that was the ending of this beautiful roleplay. Yes, season 2 is going to be actually have a storyline. Some fairy lights or buggy a little bit, but that will be probably a current theme. But one thing I wanted to let y'all know is that season 2 is gonna come out and it's gonna be actually have a storyline. all these pictures obviously I stole from a friend. They did not actually get given to me from anyone in the real world. I actually stole these from a friend. But in the storyline, these will be supposedly be given from somebody, and that somebody, yeah, in real life, it's this person right here in this picture. But in the actual story, yes, I'm going to bring a friend of mine. Y'all probably seen him in many of my things. I mean, we did a video together. Forsaken is actually gonna come to side stories. And yes, he's actually going to be doing the voice acting, so I kind of figured why not add his skin to side stories and like throw him in like as an actual character. Now I don't know. I mean, me and him are really good friends, so I think that in this story we probably will be friends as for now. But he is going to be walking around my town. He will be like one of the people that enters the town. Also, the side story or the other characters from the other role plays will be in the actual inn when I get them done. I added on to the thing. I've actually built all this myself. Names don't do anything for you. Just letting you know again. So yeah, I actually added the fairy lights. I added pictures, stole them off wind. I actually had to fix the bookshelves over here in that place. I also had to fix my house, and I had to fix some beds and some doors. But everything is fixed now. Things will be added, like I said again. There will be probably more houses added so that these people won't have to stay in the inn anymore. And yeah. Oh, and find out what happens to the people in jail. I totally forgot about them again. So find out if they ever get out of jail, if they stay there, if they actually become good, and find out the storyline, baby. I'm gonna actually come up with a storyline of why they're bad. Yes, of course you need those storylines. So I'm gonna tell you the. I'm going not to tell you the story right now, but I'm going to make up a storyline of why these two are bad. I know what you're thinking. Why is there two roses? I know what you're thinking. No, there's not two roses. Michelle and Rose is one, and then this is Rose as a separate entity, as a different person. And yes, this one says Pika Place. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that your actual name? I mean, yes, it is. I just wanted to add myself to my yes, I can add myself to stories. I mean, this is not my normal. This is not even my skin right here. This is just some other Pikachu skin that I actually just kind of stole. She will be changed into a more adorable Pikachu skin. I will obviously probably keep this skin. This is not the original made skin. I actually changed the hair, and I think I changed the eyes. But I'm gonna change the actual skin that she's wearing into something more pretty. And yes, I know that the girl's belly button is showing, and her chest is a little supposed as well. But let's not question that. I might keep it like that since that's her personality in real life. She does not really exist. She is an imaginary entity or imaginary friend, as some people might call it. So is Kate. And yes, and now I'm going to tell you a little bit about these characters. These characters that I have here are all imaginary people. Zach is imaginary. He's my imaginary boyfriend, as you probably already know. Kate is imaginary, and she's an imaginary myself in very weird form. And I'm going to make her weirder throughout the series. May is actually my name of my child. I she's the name of my child. I don't know why I put her in this story. She's not gonna be the name of my child in this story. She's just gonna be an entity. Dork, he actually is not imaginary as of right now. He's actually technically based off of another guy that would not leave me alone for the fuzz shakes of it. So I decided to add him to my story and make him bad because he legit would not leave me alone. So I'm going to actually add some of that into this, like me not being left alone by this dark character. So I'm going to make him obviously like side stories Fox Lily so that it pertains to real life a little bit. Not fully. And Rose, of course, she's also imaginary. I don't think I've added two other imaginary people to the story as of right now, but I might add the rest of the crew of imaginary people to the storyline as well. And of course, I wanted to show y'all the bakery again because I totally forgot that I need to upgrade this with plates and stuff. I'm sorry, Maylee. I'm so sorry. This will be changed. There will be more plates. There will be more food. There's gonna actually be like a refrigerator or something here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, actually, as I'm here. But yes, there will be more characters. There will be an actual storyline. I just wanted to let y'all know that this is the end of Side Story Season 1. I'm going to put that as this is the last episode. I know that I said that that I think I said it might have been longer, but then I kind of went too long, I believe. And everything wasn't quite where it needed to be. Everything was like behind and before and ahead. Some of them was ahead and some of them was behind, and they would end at different times. So I decided to wrap them up now and let my friend write a storyline. I got the storyline a little bit, half of it, to get the second season started. So I'm going to tell him it, and he's gonna write it down for me, and then we're gonna go from there. So the scheduling is still gonna be very similar, other than that I won't be doing multi things. This time I'm only gonna do one role play at a time right now. And yes, I know what you're thinking. What about Saber? Wasn't it gonna come out with Side Story Season 2? Yes, it's coming out too with Season 2. Yes, they're gonna be one of the same. See how that plays out. What is gonna happen is I'm gonna basically it's gonna be an add-on like thing. I think it's what it's gonna be like. So there's not gonna be a storyline to Saber. I think it's just gonna be an RPG, so there's gonna be custom nymphs, of course, and all they're gonna do is give me various quests, and I will do various quests and stuff like that. So basically, how it's gonna go. It's gonna be various quests and questing as well, and all I'm gonna do is just do the quest for like the whole entire game. And I'm gonna also make what else? Well, most of the quests are gonna be fighting monsters, of course, because that's what RPG is all about, fighting monsters. Those monsters, though. So that's what I'm gonna do for that season, that episode, for those things. That's how it's gonna go. It's not gonna actually have a storyline because, like I said earlier, when I mentioned that I was gonna do this, it's connected to side stories, so it's kind of part of side stories story. It's it's kind of part of my story too, and my real story a little bit. It's part of my real life. I wanted to improvise. I wanted to add something that was close to my real life, without making it exactly like my real life, like a lot of other YouTubers do. No, I'm not copying the ideas by doing this. I'm doing this because, again, like Afmal said herself, because I watched her, she said, our stories are original when we add a little bit of our own self into them. So I'm not copying if I'm actually doing it out of my will. Like half of it is my real life. I can't copy if my life is different than so and so's life. So again, I am not copying because again, if I was copying, I would be taking what they wrote and I would be writing their life and not my own. So no, I'm not copying anybody. I'm writing my own. I'm putting my own life in it, so it can't be copying when it has my own life decisions in it. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. My life is gonna be basically mostly in the story, and y'all see how that goes. And